find yourself in the Beastlands, where everything puts up a fight, and you need some help, you know who to call. Just summon the Unicorn Knights.
Through an open door on the open sea, all while rolling with difficulty. Through an open door on the open sea, all while rolling with difficulty. Through an open door on the open sea, all while rolling with difficulty.
Rolling with Difficulty is a plains-hopping Adventure of the Week actual play, telling stories from the Astral Sea to the City of Doors to where their current season is set, the Beastlands. Whether you want to jump into the newest action, listening in as the Unicorn Knights stand against aberrant invaders, or completed adventures, following the odd-jobbing, spell-jamming crew of the Paraspora, or Private Eyes solving supernatural mysteries in the City of Doors in their second campaign, Open and Shut, Rolling with Difficulty creates complete adventures, each episode that feed into a larger whole. Whether you follow them as a podcast or on YouTube, where you can see animated battle maps and Q&As, follow Rolling with Difficulty. We rejoin our Melodious Miss Marples in the court of the Queen of Spring as they prepare to set off in search of Brocco's Bastion, accompanied by Bonks, a knight of green. Aubrey, Mara, and Izzie find themselves standing up to about the middle of their thighs in cool water before a throne made of a waterfall, being directed to go west by a 12-foot tall woman made of vines, branches, and leaves.
We should go.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your hospitality and for your assistance, Sir Bonks. And I start to follow in the direction that she's pointing.
Can we like climb on Bonks? I feel like one step of theirs is like
right
5 feet. Like,
Does Izzie climb on Bonks?
I'd like to.
Mara's a strong swimmer. I think she's okay.
So like if you're 12 feet tall and I'm 4'11",
Mm-hmm.
I think I need a ride.
Does she ask or does she just start climbing?
Yeah, Izzie absolutely just runs to Bonks and starts to climb. But on their way, passing other people, says, "Your Majesty, Your Highness," trying to be on their best behavior. And says, "Are you guys coming?"
Mara will, for the 1 ounce of familiarity, where she's definitely kind of out of her depth, just kind of like study the water a little bit and like maybe try to use that to ground herself a little bit. Because while she is very happy that Aubrey is getting to take the lead socially, that means she's like, what do I offer the group now? Like, but in a way that she's like, okay, cool, we're just going with it. And I think she's remembering the interaction that they had in winter and how she went in a little too hot.
Yeah. As I walk through the water, following where Bonks is pointing, my feet start to find purchase above the floor of the lake. Not to the point where I'm walking on the water, but to the point where rather than being up to my thighs, it's around my ankles, and I just stay at that height above everyone else as I make my way to the shore.
Mara, as Aubrey steps up onto the shore, you're fairly certain that her head is clearing 7 feet at this point, having grown just over a foot in the time that you've been here. Her hair has dramatically more volume and a touch more red to it than you're used to seeing.
It looks messy, but in a really cool, careless way.
I also think Mara, as she kind of comes up onto the shore, maybe she like broke out in like a cute little backstroke to kind of be like, I can be cool too. If it was deep enough water. Once she comes up to the shore, kind of looks up at Aubrey. It's like, whoa.
Oh, did something happen? Did you shrink?
Whoa. Haha. I don't think so.
Oh. I try straightening my back.
I think that's a couple more inches, maybe. Oh my! And Aubrey, your hair, it's beautiful.
I check my reflection in the surface of the lake shore.
Yeah, this pond, which no matter how much you try to disturb it, remains glassy and smooth, shows a version of yourself that echoes Aubrey's, well, I don't know, you tell me, is Aubrey's innermost self-image of Queen Aubrey?
I don't think she knows exactly what her innermost self looks like. And to some extent, I think that how she appeared as a queen is a way she wants to appear again, but also feels bad for wanting that, and has sort of convinced herself and told herself that that's not the end goal, because that can't be. And so I think to see herself that way is in some ways a reflection of how she would want to see herself, but it's one that fills her with guilt.
As you sit atop the shoulders of this 12-foot green giant, Izzie, you see these two friends talking when there's someone who's showing the way to where Poppy Brocco is right now.
Izzie looks down and says, Andy! Monica! Snooze, you lose!
I think Mara will take note of Aubrey's kind of moment. She's like, you can teach me how to get my hair like that when we're back home, and takes her hand and like tries to catch up. But again, can't take the lead anymore. So maybe kind of stumbles as she tries to grab Aubrey's hand. It's a little bit higher up than before.
Yeah, the one thing about my appearance that I think takes me a moment to clock in the reflection is that for all that everything appears more regal, more effortless, there is still a patch of hair near the front that is awkwardly short from where I was a blob 24 hours ago. And some of my blob essence got smeared on the tablecloth because I have a family back home who I told about this, and they finally believed me. And I don't know what to do with that yet, but I feel Mara's hand pulling me in a direction that I know we need to go.
The journey to Brocco's Bastion takes you most of the night through dark woods. I'm curious to hear from each of you a small way that you help the party along as you travel these unfamiliar lands. For while you are traveling with a knight of green, the night is still dark, and everything is always growing.
Aubrey's habit of asking animals what they know suddenly starts to make a lot of sense. The talking to plants, the talking to animals. There are moments when creatures surround us or vines grow around our ankles, and I'll carelessly but politely sort of say, "Oh, please part as we make our way," and she'll thank all of them. Occasionally, if we lose sight of something that it seems like we're supposed to be going to, I'll ask an animal. I'll just say, what do you know of the way? And they'll gesture with their head, and I'll thank them. And we'll turn that way.
What about Izzie?
My first thought is somehow Izzie glows, or like hair glows to help bring light to the darkness that's coming, to help shine the way. Like, because she has kind of like this purpley silver pink hair, so it's like does that kind of like illuminate in a way to help light the way.
I think Mara is a bit self-conscious because she doesn't know, like she doesn't feel as confident, which feels extra kind of dissonant with how she's recently been feeling. And the more that she doesn't want to suppress, she's having to in this moment because she doesn't want to make a mistake like she did last time, and knows that she usually is the one that knows what to do, but she doesn't. But I think in kind of the darker woods, there might be things that are tempting to like look into, like maybe it is beckoning us to kind of stay for a bit, like maybe a little puddle that we see the reflection into and we want to be pulled into, or whether it's like a tree that has a reflective thing.
That's a classic fairy trap, is still water.
Okay. Yes, I think it's like this puddle, this still water, like a larger puddle, and we're all kind of stuck looking at it, and maybe Bonks is expecting us to go, and Mara's the first one to like break out of it and be like, I know that tone of voice, and is able to shake the other two and be like, no, let's keep walking.
Yeah. After a long night of walking, you find yourself at the precipice of a cliff as the sun rises behind you. You've been walking westward all night, through dense forest, past still waters, past animals in their dens and out in nocturnal hunts, guided by Izzie's light. And you find yourself looking down into something that looks so out of place here, looking down at a crystal, hexagonal and faceted, that has grown tall, cutting off the forest from what looks to be 2 or 3 acres of land inside. You can see down in from where you are now that this hexagonal crystal wall protects a compound of a few small buildings and one tall central tower capped in a glass dome with plants growing inside in perfect straight rows.
That's her.
Yeah, is she here?
That looks an awful lot like Brocco Tower.
Wow.
How do we get down there?
Is there an obvious way?
What a great question. So we are going to begin a skill challenge to gain entry to Brocco's Bastion.
Okay.
So the way that this is going to work, I'm going to draw a little tracker on the whiteboard here. In each round, each of you is going to get to take a turn, and you're going to get to describe how you're trying to overcome certain obstacles and proceed further in. Each round, the difficulty will get a little higher. First round difficulty is going to be 2. Second round difficulty is going to be 3. Third round difficulty is going to be 4. The catch is you on your own turn can never use the same skill that you did last round. So if you say, tried to climb over something and I ask you to roll athletics, you can't use athletics this round. And Sarah, if you were to go right after Lauren and Lauren had just used
Charm. Let's just say it.
then charm would be off limits to you. By the second round, there'd be like 2 things that are off limits for that moment. It just encourages you to sort of vary up your approach.
Yeah. Wow.
If, say, Izzie does something that gets her to the bottom of the cliff, it's really getting everybody to the bottom of the cliff.
Cool.
So the whole group moves together as you go.
Sorry, is it the same vertical plane as we're on, or is it looking down into a valley where this is?
It is a precipitous fall, thousands of feet off of this cliff to the plain down below. And you would estimate that the wall of crystal rises up out of the plain 100 feet or so. So you'll need to get down off of this cliff, cross the plain, somehow get through the wall, and then ascend up into the tower to where you believe Poppy Brocco would be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
For this challenge, you all will collectively need to get 6 successes, and not successes on the dice, but successes on checks before you get 4 failures. So, as you stand on the top of this cliff, how y'all getting down?
okay.
Could I try something for the cliff?
Please.
Do it.
Does anyone have a scarf with them?
Mara has her jacket, like the belt on her jacket.
I was going to say, I think Izzie probably has a belt as well.
Okay, that'll help. And I take the belt and I take my vest off and I sort of tear it so that it is as large of a flat piece of fabric as I can. And I wrap the belts through the armholes to my arms so that it's a little bit like a mantle or a cloak. And then I step off the edge of the cliff and I try to fly.
Let's go.
Well, damn.
All right. What skill are you trying to use for this?
My Fey magic belief.
Yeah. Give me a roll against 2.
I used to have a cloak that made this trivial, but I do not have that anymore. But it looked like sulfur moth wings. You can tell that as sheepish as Aubrey looks about trying this, as she's sort of MacGyvering this thing together, it's blatantly obvious that she's been dreaming of doing this as soon as they set foot here. Okay, that is just a success.
Let's go.
Really, really, really pushing it. And some advantages as well.
What happens as you step off of this cliff?
The khaki vest shimmers and sort of keeps the same color but becomes papery, like moth's wings. Not sprouted from my back, but worn over my shoulders. They don't flutter so much as glide. So there's a moment where Aubrey's just plummeting, and you see these sort of shreds and like ribbons as the pockets fly open, and all this stuff flies out, and the fabric shreds and shreds and shreds. And around these strands of unraveling fabric, you see the eyes of moth wings. There's a moment where the plummet just turns into a smooth glide over the valley. And I take the moment and go much, much higher than the edge of the cliff, but a ways away. And just like fall again and catch myself and loop back to the group much more slowly than I have any right to. and then land and say, I think I'm tall enough that I could probably pick some of you up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And Aubrey carries the two of you down to the plane below, just able to manage a controlled descent, carrying the two of you.
As I ferry down Mara, I'm like holding her like sort of bridal style. Let's go. A little bit like it's kind of awkward, I think.
Uh-huh.
I say, Mara, I need to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's so many things we have to do and so many people we have to help. And I hope that that's going to be enough to... There's a lot of strings on me. And I hope that I'll remember them. But I know I'm not going to want to leave. And so if I don't, tell me to leave.
Tell you to leave?
I hope it doesn't come to that. But if it does, that's what I need you to do. If we get everything done and we've accomplished what we need and it's time to go home and help the people that we care about.
But this time I remember that I promised you I'd never do that. Would that even work here?
It will because I decree it.
Okay. I think Mara like shifts awkwardly in her friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that even caught me speechless. Okay.
Circling back up and around, retrieving Izzie as Bonks.
Yeah, how's this going to work, Bonks?
Bonks
Like cartwheel, like...
roots their way down the side of the cliff,
Yep.
growing out enough roots to hold onto the side as they just sort of ride the side of the cliff down. Looking from the bottom, it looks like they're just riding an elevator straight down the side of this cliff.
I think if I'm carrying Izzie, I do so many like fake roller coaster drops. Just for fun. Yeah.
Whee!
As I guess four of you with Bonks reach this plane, you can see now towering above you ahead this wall. But between you and the wall, there are herds of bison and bears and elk and pelicans and all other manner of animals walking across
That's all of them.
this walking across this marshy land that is bright, bright green and just riddled with little streams. And every single one of these animals has young with them. You know that it's a bad idea to approach a bear's young or a bison's young because mama's going to be mad. So, how are y'all getting past these herds of animals and to the wall?
Fear Mara can empathize.
We're not fish.
No, but these animals talk
Sure.
already.
Sure.
Like,
Probably.
you know, I'm not going to do a repeat,
Yeah.
you know, raise a fin for justice. But my instinct, and yeah, it's not smart to go up to the ones with young.
Mm-hmm.
If there's maybe like an aunt bear that she could go up to.
An avuncular bear.
Yeah.
An avuncular bear.
Uh-huh. And I think what I would like to try is either a leadership or a negotiation, talking to one of these.
You could do it. Just ask them what they know and then go from there.
Well, yes, I'll go up to one that has an avuncular quality to it, or to them, try to meet their eye and like curtsy. Like, hello, we are travelers here. I'm so sorry to bother you. Would there be any way we could get past without disturbing any of the families here? I know how important it is for mothers to look after their children, and we do not want to impose. We would just like to walk through, and I was hoping, out of respect and having my own mother that's very protective, you could maybe help us.
Go on and give me a roll. Once again, going against 2.
Great. I think I'm going to use negotiation.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah!
Yeah, for sure.
And an advantage, it looks like. 2 advantages.
You catch the eye of a tapir. What's that?
Can it be a capybara? I love those so much. I love capybaras so much.
All right.
Yes, let's go.
You catch the eye of a capybara the size of a VW bus.
This is Lauren, by the way, not Mara. Like, maybe she does.
Who sympathizes with your plight and allows all 4 of you to climb up onto its back. Yes. It ferries you across, steering clear of the grumpier animals as you go.
Okay.
And now you find yourselves at the base of this towering crystal wall. You see neither gate, nor door, nor window.
Suspicious grate for climbing through.
As you approach this, what looks to be 100-foot tall, 10-foot thick, perfectly clear. You only know it's there because it's distorting the light beyond slightly. Wall of what sort of crystal, you don't know. But with as clear as it is, it might be diamond.
I feel like Izzie, having military background, like, I don't know if it's like being able to carve out slots to use to climb the wall, to kind of like claw into the crystal to like make hand grips to scale the wall almost. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of what skill you're trying to use here?
Athletics?
That sounds perfect.
Cool.
Yeah. Once again, this is going to be rolled against 2 purple dice. And there were 2 advantages on the last one. So there are... Camilla, would you mind managing a pool of blue that can be pulled from?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can use some of them, and any you don't use will get passed on to the next person.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
That is 2 successes with 2 threats.
Yeah.
Without too much difficulty, what Izzie's able to do is to sort of start striking at this crystal wall in a way that flakes of it break off, because you can chip crystals even with materials that are less hard than it is. So she keeps striking down at it, creating a ladder by sort of flaking off bits. As you begin to scale the wall, Bonks stays behind.
Oh.
Having remained silent this whole time, says, I can go no further.
I understand. Thank you, Bonks. You are a friend to lapdogs and a friend to us. I give a big smile.
And you all find yourselves on the inside of the wall of Brocco's Bastion.
Yay!
As the difficulty of all of these checks is now going to increase to 3.
Okay.
There are several outbuildings. Izzie, you recognize greenhouses, labs. Aubrey recognizes that there is a building that has a windmill attached to it that you would suspect is used for sort of milling down grain, but leading off through, in between several of these buildings, is a narrow path that leads to the tallest tower in the center. As you go from the wall towards the tower, the sort of level of technology of these buildings increases from made of stone windmill near the wall to simple steel and glass greenhouses to an outbuilding that has active machinery pumping and creating ventilation inside, where this building looks to be made like a modern glass and steel skyscraper, but without any of the steel.
Okay.
It seems to all be grown out of crystal.
Wonderful.
As you open the door to the tower, you find yourselves in a room that seems to fill up the entire ground floor of the space. It's probably 100 feet in diameter or so, and 30 feet high, and the room is empty. There are no stairs. There is no ladder, but you can see in the roof, or the ceiling of this room, there is a trap door.
Does either of you have a rope? I had rope in one of my pockets, but that's somewhere else now. Do either of you have any?
Oh, I don't. That would be a story point thing, I think. I don't know if we would have rope, or that would have been, she would have offered the same jacket thing.
Right. And there's no roots or greenery near us to like...
You can harvest anything from any of the outbuildings.
Right, like if we grabbed roots or something to make rope.
Yeah, maybe a long root. And I'll pull that up. And then I'll stand with my hand outstretched facing the wall. And I will speak to my reflection, who is also holding the vine. And I will say, I dispatch you from your current responsibility to help me with something. If you could attend to the ceiling, go open that door and drop this down. And as I do that, I gesture up with my arm, and she gestures too. I'd like to use a leadership check.
Oh my god! I forgot this is magic. This is a magic place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'm locked
This is
in
like
now.
Looney Tunes rules,
Yep,
y'all.
okay. Got it. With it now.
Also, it's like this is the sort of nonsense that Aubrey treats as normal in the world that Mara keeps having to check her on. And for the first time, she's like, I got an idea and I think it'll work.
Oh my gosh, now Mara wants to walk by a willow so bad. for the games that are played there.
So this is going to go against 3 purple in this round.
You're using leadership? So we can't use that again.
If you go next, you can't use
Whoever
leadership.
goes
Right,
next
okay.
one.
Yeah.
I have a third
My
one, yeah.
dice for this are
you
not
do?
actually great. But I do get extra bonus for face stuff.
Nice. A triumph!
Yeah, so that is 2 successes and a triumph and 2 threats.
Let's go!
Wild.
Good stuff.
Wild.
We're nailing this.
You are.
Can the threat be that some of my reflection stays behind?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Some of your reflection stays.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Like that she doesn't have to listen to me anymore.
Yeah, because you
Is I
didn't.
relieved
You
of
didn't.
her duty?
You didn't put a limit
Yeah.
on how long.
Like when you go back, you won't have.
Yeah.
Whoa, that'll
Well-
freak Freddy out. That's
Oh,
good.
for all of it? Oh no, what have I done? Yeah,
Oh,
this
no,
is cool.
oh, well.
No, it's cool. This is cool. These are
Maybe
the
you and your roommate could talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really immune to him now. He's gonna hate me. My haunted mirror roommate's gonna hate. Haunted mirror roommates hate this one trick.
He doesn't know I know this hack.
Izzie, Mara, you see Aubrey's reflection raise 2 fingers to her forehead and give a sort of informal salute and just zips up the wall. It looks for a second like the angle of the glass wall is changing, and so it's moving away from Aubrey, but instead the reflection having no weight whatsoever, just shoo, up to the top, over to the trapdoor, and drops down the rope ladder that is coiled up inside.
Oh, there was already a ladder. Well, great work. You can come back now if you'd like.
There is no response from the reflection.
No, I get it. It's a pretty cool place. But if you ever want to come back, you can. I invite you. I should have phrased it more specifically.
Right.
Oh, well.
Something to remember.
Is there anything fun off the Triumph?
You tell me, yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy to spitball, or if anyone has any ideas.
We go up an extra floor? I don't know.
There's anything fun I can do now that I don't have a reflection. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Here we go. This is a fun use for the Triumph. Lauren taking your idea of going up an extra floor.
Okay.
You all climb this rope ladder. You find yourself in this cavernous room, basically just as big as the one below, occupying the total floor plan of the building and 30 feet high. Except instead of being totally empty, this one is densely packed with what look like tree trunks that somehow grow into the glass, run from floor to ceiling, and crawling all over the trunks are massive insects.
Ooh.
Just massive. And the triumph is that as Aubrey pokes her head up into there, she spots a handle that when she pulls, opens up a passageway into a tube that you can crawl through. For any Star Trek fans, like a Jeffries tube that you sort of crawl through and then will allow you to crawl up as well and bypass the whole giant bug room and ignore all the chrysalis threats that were in there.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I was ready to fight.
Oh, they're like crawling on
Mush them
me.
all. Feel their bodies crunch under my hands. But never mind. Next time. Next time. On the way down.
When we're back.
I give the bugs a respectful "I'm sorry, we can't stay. But we have an appointment."
And I give them a...
And Mara tries not to shut her too obviously, as to not offend them.
I also get so stuck in the tube. I'm 8 feet tall and have moth wings. Like, this is silly.
Finding yourself now on the 3rd level of this tower, about 60 feet above the ground, still below the threshold of the wall outside, you find yourself in a lab. There are wooden tables. The walls are covered with edible and carnivorous plants. The tables are made of wood, and the implements on them for for cutting, for measuring, for weighing, are all made of flaked stone or of glass. The exit is not apparent to you. You're not sure how to proceed up from here, but you know up is where you need to go.
Is the ceiling also covered with the edible and or carnivorous plants?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, everything. You mean like some plants we can eat, some will eat us.
Correct.
Got it. Yum. I'm thinking of Rainforest Cafe.
Because it always goes back to
'Cause it
Rainforest
does.
Cafe.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, I feel like as someone who has like put things together, like Vicky did, like Gremlin working on planes and things, like maybe Izzie can faction like a magnifying glass of sort, like a way to find an outline of a door if it's like and like can use light to either then like reflect off, like repel ED plants or like
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
so I'm going to say Izzie grabs some of like the measuring things on the table, the stone, the glass, and makes herself a form of a magnifying glass using like breaking off some glass. I'm trying to think of like a way to find light, maybe my glowing hair,
Yeah.
to then like shine throughout the walls to see if we can find some kind of outline of a door or on the ceiling, something to help guide the way.
Sounds like that might be either perception to
That's what I was
notice things or intellect to make to
If we
craft a
have
thing.
any of that. Oh yeah, okay, I have 1 yellow, 1 green of perception. Oh, and then again 3.
Because going into 3 purple.
You got
can
some
use
bunch of
those
guitar
blue.
picks.
Yeah, you can use the guitar picks and the blue.
Wait, what are these? What?
So that'll let you turn a green into a yellow. Or if you have all yellows, you can add another green.
Okay, so I should change this to a yellow.
Yes, I would.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I would use
I'm
a
gonna
guitar pick.
cash in my guitar pick.
Okay, y'all, new rule. You have to do that every time you catch it.
Got it.
Oh, good. Yay. And then 3 purple.
3 purple.
And you have a blue if you want.
I think
right?
2 if you want.
Yeah.
I used them last time.
But
There's-
there were 2 that you didn't use.
Yeah,
So
this
you
is
can
a
use those
hard
now.
one, so I
Right.
would.
Blue dice get generated every time there's excess advantages floating around, so you might just generate more.
Okay, great. So, okay,
Yeah.
I need all of these.
Yeah.
What we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right on.
Dreams.
Clearly, I need to make these checks harder for y'all.
I think we're just rolling really lucky because I failed rolls much easier than this.
Yeah.
that is true.
What is that? 2 successes.
It's like 2 advantages and 1 success.
2 advantages, 1 success. So add 2 more blue dice to the pool
Nice.
Yay.
going forward.
Pool.
Izzie, there's something about where this door is that just makes sense to you. You don't think the others would have thought to look there or look this way. What memory does Izzie have of Poppy that helped her to find this?
Oh. Looking at all the plans, what can I see? Tell me what this is. Tell me what this means. All different kinds, all around me. I want to touch this plant. Oh, is that gonna eat me? Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Tell me everything.
Look over here, growing tall, creeping vines growing up the wall. They will grow together like you and me. Tell me everything.
Everything.
Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Wow, so amazing. All these plants, all the things you've shown me. I've learned so much from you. Me and these plans, anything that we do.
Tell me
everything. Tell me everything. Tell me everything.
Izzie, tell me everything about you.
Wow. I feel so seen. There's more than meets the eye of plants, Poppy and me.
Tell me everything.
Tell me
everything. Tell me everything. Izzie, you remember that in her first lab building, where she's taken you a few times for various projects, near the back of one of the lab rooms, there was a door that was cunningly hidden that led into a cozy sitting space where she could sit and think and be alone. And something about that wall there just reminded you of it. Mm-hmm. And so as you got close, you confidently reached out your hand to grasp a handle you were certain would be there, and the wall slides open, revealing a spiral staircase and bypasses most of this tower. You can see through the glass walls into increasing levels of technical sophistication as this goes up and up and up and up to what you are certain is the glass sphere at the top of this tower. But as you reach the top of the staircase, there's thumbprint reader? How on earth could she have created a thumbprint reader here?
Aubrey looks at it with disgust.
The thumbprint reader sits next to a thick door of frosted glass. You can see a little bit of motion beyond it, but it doesn't really allow for clear sight through. Mara, how are you getting through this glass?
Oh, I have to get through the glass?
But this frosted glass door is what sits between you and the greenhouse at the top of Brocco's Bastion.
I have two ideas. One is to opera note break the glass. Mm-hmm. The other idea, reminiscent of Aubrey's, Mara's probably shaken Poppy's hand before. And in events with her mother or whatever, probably. But I'm wondering, can she forcefully tell her hand to remember that hand and become that thumbprint and use it?
Who knows what's possible here?
I know. I'm like, what one is cooler though?
Opera glass.
The opera glass one is really cool. Yeah, I think she was very inspired by the spring chicken and that Grand Dame opera thing, and I think she's gonna try to shatter the glass.
That rolls.
And yeah, maybe she just hits a note, but she knows the intention behind it. Mm-hmm. Because, we all know, because of all this vocal stuff, her mother put her in voice lessons at a very young age. She is classically trained. Uh-huh. And so she can hit her high C, and she can try and shatter the glass.
Give it a go.
You can
roll the dice first.
If it's a failure, you can hit it.
Yeah, what skill are you trying to use?
Well, it's the voice. Is it bad to use? Sure.
Okay, I am going to spend a story point to upgrade one of the purples to a red.
Fine.
No, this rules. This is so cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, we love it.
Thank you. We'll see if we do it. Okay, well, so I might use the rest of... We have the two we were in the pool?
Yeah, there's two in the pool.
That looks fine to me.
All right, so this is two purple and one red in the negative column, going against 3 green, 1 yellow, and 2 blue. It looks pretty good for you.
I have a guitar pick I could use.
I mean, it looks a little too good for you. I'm just going to upgrade another one.
What?
Do it. Make it harder.
Okay.
So go ahead and swap out another one of this purple for a red.
Yeah. This guy really wants a despair to come up.
I sure do.
This guy loves despair.
Well, two
Get a
can
load
play
of
at that game.
Get a load of this despair loving GM.
Guitar pick upgraded. now I have none. But hopefully this one's cool enough. Okay.
Got a big roll.
You count 2 yellows, 2 greens, 2 blues, 1 purple, 2 reds.
Okay.
I don't think it's a success.
Yeah, it's a failure with advantages.
No singing today. I feel like I amped it up so much. That's the sadness.
Well, here's the thing. This is thick glass.
Right.
And so what definitely would have worked on a tower of champagne flutes just doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Can the advantages allow for some kind of cool crack so that we can hear Lauren sing?
Yeah, sure.
Unless you don't want to.
No. Well, now I just feel awkward in the spot. Like, I promised it, and is the failure, it just shouldn't happen.
You could still crack all of it in like different facets. It just doesn't break all the way
There's
through.
a layer, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's taken down.
Okay, how do I want to amp up to this? Just, if there's a...
Wow.
That's how we break the glass.
Yes, I'm like, take a ball.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Amazing.
You're like, how do I do this? Like, I don't think you need a ramp up.
That was the shortest ramp I've ever seen.
Well,
I
I'm
think
just like,
you're
let
fine.
me just do an octave. Anyway, but it didn't work. She got tomatoes thrown at her by the face.
Statler and Waldorf pop out of a hidden balcony.
Yes.
So Mara sings and deep cracks
Nice.
appear in this glass. The thing is, the glass is so thick, even cracked, it forms a solid barrier to your progress. Good news for me, we're now into the next round, and the difficulty is going to be represented by 4 purple dice.
Okay, fair.
As
fair
you
and
try to
valid.
make your last push into Poppy's greenhouse.
What if we fail 3 in a row?
I mean, it could
Things will happen.
Right. Cool. Okay. All right. Well, now there's 3 in the pool.
Right, the cracks that
Yeah.
Mara created,
Yeah.
creating those advantages.
I mean, can we just bust the finger reader?
You can certainly try, yeah.
All right. I feel like Izzie kind of cracks her fingers. You know what? And I also feel like Izzie sheds the human form for this and goes into like full gremlin mode. And just the chaos ensues of like Izzie just like rips their like fists and just like starts going at this glass and truly just like kicking, like punching, truly just like ooh, wah! The chaos of like I think of you know, like The Incredibles, how Jack can turn into like the flame goblin and just like goes nuts on this glass.
If it's magic, I want Mara and Aubrey just to be able to conjure popcorn and be eating it as we watch this.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me your chaos against 4.
It's like, I do have chaos.
Oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 yellow, 2 green, and then there's 4 purple.
4 purple. The game calls this a daunting check.
If you want to spend any guitar picks or story points, you can turn the.
We got
Green dice
story
into
points
yellow.
now.
I have 1 more guitar pick.
You, I think
I
you
think
have
you might
2.
have 2.
So I'm going to use
Swapping out a green for a yellow. So we've got 3 yellow.
You also have story points if you want to further upgrade.
Okay, I'll do that.
Perfect.
And then I get another yellow.
Yes.
Okay, 4 yellow,
Yeah.
4 purple,
This is looking-
3 blue.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, I believe in my chaos.
That's going to be the song if this succeeds. I believe in a thing called chaos.
I believe in a thing on chaos. Oh no.
Is it?
I don't.
This is evil.
The glass is laughing at us.
The glass, I hate it.
The glass is literally pointing at us, going nana nana boo boo.
I think the 5 advantages are going to be that as Izzie drops her glamour and enters her full chaos gremlin mode, all of the electronics in the thumbprint reader short out, and the elements of this door that make up the lock sort of fail into a position where the door can be opened. This is a fire safety element that Poppy Brocco has built in. So there is still a literal wall of thick glass between you and the room. But the 5 advantages are, it's cracked and the lock's not locked anymore. The tracker right now, we are sitting at 5 successes, 2 failures out of 6 needed successes for failures before this challenge ends, one way or the other. As we go over to either Aubrey or Mara.
I'll take a shout.
Yeah, please.
I step up to the shattered ruins of the door, put my hands to them, and I know this is more Mara's specialty, so I think I try to take a little bit from what I've heard her do and in projecting. And the way I used to talk and declare things, and I try to send my voice through the cracks in the door. Because as long as there's a crack, then something will get through. And maybe some of these advantages will help me in this as well. But I say, Poppy, if you heard that, that's the sound of Izzie trying to break down this door because they miss you and want to see you. If you have any memory of that, I don't know how long you've been here, but if you have a care for who you've left behind, you'll open this door right now.
You're trying to roll coercion? Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I forget. I don't know how long you've been in here. That's right.
Long enough to build this tower?
Yep.
If a day passed in the outside world, I was there for 90 years, right? And that was one afternoon.
Yep.
Whoa. Maybe I should have asked more questions.
No, we're gonna have a talk later because I want to know about the war.
Right. Do you want me to hold it for you?
Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
2 handfuls.
Yep. Looks okay. The pitches of the squeaks are getting higher, which I think is good.
3 successes, 4 advantages.
Wow.
Let's go. that was the aforementioned bit.
Let me get an angry song.
Yeah.
Because the door opens. You see through the frosted glass, a figure approaches, reaches up to the wall, and pulls a lever. The pieces of glass that form this door drop away. And standing in front of you is someone that Izzie knows very well. This is Poppy Brocco. She stands 5'7". She has significantly more gray in her hair than Izzie is used to. And she is absolutely spitting mad. Tower, you come into my home. You telling me lies. I know his place now. I know what it offers. Your appearances are lies. How dare you throw this one in my face? How dare you wear that beautiful face? How dare you come up in here and try to lure me out with lies I fear? Get lost, yo! You do not belong in this my ordered hall. So now I want you to get lost.
It's me. Poppy, can't you see?
lost, you say, well, how did you get so lost? Pursuing science, and I know you care about that cost. The cost you've given away is here looking you in the eye. Why won't you see her? Don't say, even with a goodbye.
Get lost!
How did you get so lost?
Get lost! Get lost!
Don't you hear what she's trying to say?
Keep my mind at any cost.
This place doesn't work the way you think. It's brought you and your rationality to the brink. Take a look inside yourself and allow yourself surprise. If you can believe in whimsy, then please believe your eyes. Don't get lost. Come back from the lost.
Get lost!
How did you get so lost? How'd you get so lost? Poppy, can't you see me? Poppy, can't you see me? How'd you get so lost? Poppy, can't you see me? How'd you get so lost? Poppy, how'd you get so lost?
When I look into your eyes, all I see are seductive lies. I can see through your facade, I can see what's real. So get on out of here before I turn this hero to a heel. Get lost!
What kind of arrogance makes beauty turn to pain? You can look into the eyes of someone that you love and never remember their name. How'd you get so lost? Poppy, can't you see me?
Keep my mind at any cost.
Won the battle but lost the war.
Any cost. She looks older. She looks much less trusting than she used to. But this is Poppy, without question.
Poppy, Izzie tries to make steps towards Poppy, but can feel the shift of that energy, that this is not the same person that she loved. Poppy, you've been here 10 years?
I stopped counting at 10.
Poppy, I don't understand. What is happening? What is wrong with you? Why are you here? Why are you doing this?
Why are you wearing that face? I could take any other.
That's her face, and she's been hiding it this whole time and chose to show it for you.
Poppy, you know I'd do anything for you.
Is it really you?
It's me, Poppy. It's Izzie.
The year before I came into this place, you gave me a journal, and you left an inscription on the first page for me. Tell me what it is, or I will fling you from this tower and smile as your body breaks on the ground below.
I put an inscription that said, "We will always be together."
Poppy sinks to her knees, buries her face into Izzie's stomach, and just weeps. It's really you.
Yeah, it's me.
How did you...
You know I'll always find you, Poppy. But Poppy, you have to tell me what's going on. You have to tell me the truth.
Nyx brought me below the zoo to try and stabilize the verdant cycle, is what she called it. And I failed. And then I was here in this place of chaos. All the others are gone. They found peace here. They found lives here. I wouldn't know how to find them if I tried. And every one of them tried to convince me to go with them. They were so sure they were right. They came wearing their new faces and tried to convince me to go out. But it doesn't matter where I am who I am. And she gestures to the perfect rows
of all manner of plants. Careful measurements being taken, science being done, no matter where she is. I created this place. I had to keep my mind.
I tried to explain that to the Queen. What you might not know is, as incredible as this is, it has an impact on the world you come from and the world we come from. Something like this, it creates echoes. It's what our idea of spring and foxglove pulls from and references. If this stays here indefinitely, if you stay here, all the crocuses will bloom at the exact same time, on the exact same day. The cherry blossoms will all come out, probably the 5th rainy day after the equinox, and then they'll fall in a curtain and a clamor. And if you've learned anything that you can take from this place to help people, then I thank you for it, and I hope that you use it to help people. But I don't know that it can stay. I don't know that you can stay. It sounds like perhaps you don't want to, though.
Izzie, can you take me home?
Yeah, puppy. Let's go home.
And so, our dulcet detectives convince the broccoli woman to abandon her bastion and return with them to Foxglove. What can they learn from her about the zoo? And what boons will they request? Find out next time on RPG Major.
Izzie is special guest Sarah Russell. Catch her performing music and musical theater around Seattle. To find out what she's up to, follow her on Instagram at Sarah Hachacha. Mara is Lauren Drake. Follow her on socials at La Drake. Aubrey is Camilla Franklin. Follow her on Instagram at Camillastrator. Camilla also created all the art and visual design for RPG Major. All the music for this arc was created live in the room by Noah Samuels. Find him on Instagram at Samuels_Noah. And I'm Helix. You can connect with me and the cast of our show on our Discord, or follow us on Instagram or BlueSky at RPG Major. You can support the show at our Patreon or by leaving us a review, or best of all, you can tell a friend about us. All right, we'll see you next time.
Your magic pistols accumulated some rust. Partner, you know this realm ain't big enough for the both of us. That tumbleweed sparkles as it rolls. Like the dice round here, partner, you know how it goes.
Hey, how about a high five? 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 The Badlands. Legend has it that beneath the dust, something old and powerful still whispers to any gunslinger foolish enough to listen. One day, aboard a doomed train into the wastes, 3 unlucky travelers hear that call. A runaway socialite, a shape-shifting bounty hunter, and a retired thief turned family man. Will our outcasts find what they're looking for?
I mean, we're already here. Let's have a little fun.
You really went in there, guns blazing.
I thought that was the plan.
My potions are miraculous.
I thought we were being quiet. Oh, Stump only has 1 volume. Sorry.
Wild roses grow out of his mouth, having filled his lungs.
What's happening out there?
Violence.
Find out on Mage Hand High Five.
Okay, so we're going to pick back up basically right where we left off.
Yeah, we have a cool night. Bark.
Bonks.
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 Bonks!
Bonks.
Is that spelled the way I think, or does it have like a Q?
Ooh, I do like
BONQS.
BONQUES.
Bonk. Bonquies.
Friend.
Like Jacques.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm too powerful.
Makes sense to Izzie based on
That is so viewers, for your information, a Nito dream drop was brought to the table, and that's what the blue dice are sitting on right now as the pool.
Camilla took the time to smash them down into
I
it.
didn't realize it would be so distracting. I'm really sorry.
it's so
guys.
awesome.
really great.
I had to tell the viewers.
And I would love to hear this in the form of a happy memory of Poppy song.
Oh, happy memory of Poppy song. Okay.
What's the song like? You have any ideas?
Happy.
So true.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just like a little bounce though, not like
We're not walking on
shaking
sunshine.
like a Polaroid picture. Yeah, or walking on sunshine.
We're like, hey there, Delilah-ing.
Oh yeah, Delilah could Delilah.
She's want to.
Right, or maybe a little brighter.
Cool.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
This is like Stanakatic in the Librarian's 3 Curse of the Judas Chalice.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
She does this to escape a cathedral.
Truly a fantastic, terrible movie.
Oh,
Librarians 3?
Yeah.
Curse of the Judas Chalice.
Curse
Oh my
of the Judas
gosh.
Chalice.
wow, Poppy has changed.
Yeah.
Big and originator.
I know, like
Big feelings. It's feelings
chaos
o'clock.
than I expected, but so much heart.
Big feeling o'clock.
Yeah.